live my life anywhere. I ain't fucking with her if she ain't watching anime. You know the finest women in the world, you know they cosplay. Pocket full of money, yeah, yeah. Man, I came to play, yeah, yeah. Drop top, yeah, yeah. Drop top, yeah, yeah. All summer, yeah, yeah. I won't stop, yeah, yeah. Beat going crazy, it's a whole box.
Yo, we here, March Madness. You see Nerd on the street, you know we back on the block. Hey, what we talking about today? Tell them what we talking about. Let's cook. Let's cook it up. I mean, we got a plethora of stuff. Like we got so much shit.
A few things. Well, first of all, we can talk about the movie that we saw this weekend.
You mean, listen, let's say that for a little later. Okay, we're not gonna get out of the way yet. Okay? Let's say that for a little bit later. But we got a lot to talk about. So yeah.
Well, we can start with the one that we're revisiting. So with Snow White coming out and being an absolute shit show, actually. I
actually dodged the bullet because I was actually gonna take my child to go watch that movie, but I don't remember my child really being interested in Snow White, so I was like, I guess I'll just pass it up. So yeah.
Yeah. No. I wanted to revisit the Disney villains and their songs because, of course, the animated Disney villains have like the best songs. But I wanted to also just talk about how Snow White is currently being perceived and how Gal Gadot is just not the villain that she needed to be.
What do you mean? Go into detail about
that. So basically, they're saying that she was so boring and so dry as the fucking queen. And I was like, I remember when I was watching, like, I watched Snow White a lot because Snow White is one of my favorites. But I remember, like, being absolutely 100% terrified of the queen, the evil queen in Snow White. And they're like, she doesn't bring any kind of essence to the villain role or anything. She's just standing there. Her talking is dry. I'm like, bro. Because while the evil queen didn't have a song, that bitch was still fucking crazy.
And we're talking about Snow White's queen, right?
Yes. The evil queen turned herself into an ugly hag to give that girl an apple.
Okay. That's really her true form. You know that, right? I'm just saying. Yeah. Like, I know people, like that's really what she really looked like. She used the magic to look like the beautiful or whatever queen, but she really ugly as fuck. So, kind of her reverting back to her normalness. The best villain song. Damn. I really liked. Are we like going through all of Disney?
Yes.
Like the wide range to say the best.
All right, so then let's stick with the old school Disney, the ones who actually have good villain songs.
I like Jafar. I always like Jafar's villain song, and I always like Scar's villain song. So, and when you say villain song, do you mean the song that they sing? Well,
they are the villain, and they have their song.
Well, Scar would definitely jump Jafar. I don't remember him having. I don't remember him singing actually.
Who, Jafar?
Yeah, did he sing?
His is the like the Prince Ali reprisal one, where he's like Prince Ali is really Aladdin and all that shit.
Oh no, never mind.
He didn't have like a specific song to him as a villain.
I liked no, well, if that's the case, I like Jafar's song. No, sorry, not Jafar. I'm sorry, Scar's song with the hyenas. I fuck with that.
Okay.
But there's been so many Disney movies, like shit. Tarzan has some good shit. Great shit, really.
But you can't even really call. I mean, you could, but you really couldn't. Clayton said what he was there for. Clayton told y'all in the beginning what he was there for. So is he really a villain?
I mean, don't get me wrong. He did what he was paid to do. Yes, he was. Yeah. But when you're there with your employers and the people who are paying you, you kind of, need to do what they tell you to do. But he just kind of went off the rails and said, "Fuck that! We finna sell these monkeys, and we finna make chinchilla jackets, leopard skin rugs."
Words.
I mean, I feel like that's what he said. He said, "I'm finna round these monkeys up on some freezer shit, and hey, this is a gold mine." So, now I will say Disney was really, even to this day, I always thought Disney was really dark for like hanging him and showing us that they hung him. I said, damn. And even at a young age, I knew like he hung himself or he died.
A lot of people didn't actually know that he hung himself.
They didn't? It was right there.
Know.
Like he was
people did not know.
And Tarzan tried to tell him, like, "Hey, yo, chill." And he just kept on swinging and went around his neck, and then he fell and he died. I said, "Oh,
I said, it's funny that y'all say that because I think that's more of like a trauma response that you don't remember.
I remember that shit. I remember seeing the body hang. I said, "Oh, damn!" Like I knew he was dead. I said, "God, that was." Now at the time, I said that shit was dark. And now that I'm older, it's still dark.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody in like a Disney group, and they were talking about like the villain deaths or whatever. And there were 2 things or 3 things that they didn't realize. One, that the hyenas ate Scar, and I was just like,
how did they not realize that?
I said, so y'all didn't see the part where they ganged up on that man and ate him?
Right. Man, like, did you not see when you didn't see when he got his ass thrown off and he was like, "Oh, my friend said."
Yeah, and I'm like, did you skip that part? Like they were fucking hungry. I said, and then
I think they just fast forwarded to like the happy-go-lucky Simba role. Yeah, because
somebody actually asked them that. They were like, "So did you not watch the movie?" And she was like, "I did." I was like, "There's no way that you didn't know that they ate him." The other one she didn't notice was that, or she didn't remember. I think it's that she doesn't remember. Was that Clayton hung himself, being crazy in the tree? But that was a lot of people because in the later on in the comment section, someone was like, "He died." Yes.
Where did you think Clayton went to? He wasn't in Tarzan 2. He wasn't in He wasn't in the series that came on every week either. He was gone. Died, dead, pushing up daisies.
Pushing up daisies, crazy. And then they did not realize that Judge Claude Frollo died also. I said, we can't be watching the same movies. Like, we can't be looking at the same exact movie that is on the television screen and you not realize it. I was like, y'all have to be the same people that think that Barney was real at some point in time, even though it says things.
Hey, yo, get off Barney, okay? Like, he raised us.
No, because when people say, I didn't know that Barney was imaginary, and it's in the first 4 or 5 words of the song. I think it's word 7.
It is. No, it is.
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination.
Yeah, and he.
And then at the end of the song, they're like, he can be your friend too if you just make believe him. Where are y'all lost?
I didn't know there was a community out there that actually thought Barney was for real. This wasn't wasn't Sesame Street, nigga. Like, this wasn't Sesame Street.
They I posted that video on my Instagram of and it was last year or the year before when me and Ashley were having that conversation in my room, because there was these people who They said two things. One, they thought that not Goofy, but that yeah, it was. They thought that Goofy was a cow, and
I
that
thought somebody said he was a cow.
he's not a cow.
I always thought he was a dog, but
He is a dog. He's never been a cow. That's where I'm just like, how?
Okay, because when I heard that, no, this is the problem. No, real shit. Like, this is the problem with the internet. You can literally get on the internet and almost say whatever. Like, okay, I'll use this for example. You know, like the cutting board, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are on the internet talking about the handle to the cutting board is actually you slide it on so it doesn't, so the stuff that you cut doesn't spill.
Y'all finding ways to do things is not like what it was originally meant for. I hate when people do that. Oh, check my new hack, and this is actually what it was meant for. That is not what the fuck it was meant for. You just decided to do that.
You're doing it a different way. Like, so
you just decided to do that.
I do remember when they was like, I was today years old when I found out Goofy was a cow.
I was like, what?
A cow, my nigga. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. The first thing I thought, I looked at Max. I said, Max looked like a dog. So, unless Goofy White cheated on him, that nigga looks like a dog. So I'm going to assume that nigga's a dog.
Their argument is always twofold. One, their argument is because Pluto is a dog, but doesn't talk. I said Pluto is a pet. So no, Pluto doesn't talk. The pets don't talk.
Can I just pause you for a second? Like, it bothers me when, like, sometimes people get to thinking about like these fictional characters as if they're like the logic will make sense. Well, Pluto doesn't talk. He's not meant to talk. This is a TV show.
Hello? He has never spoken. He is a pet that belongs to Mickey. Mickey is a mouse. Or when they thought that Mickey and Minnie were siblings, and I'm like, what are we? I'm confused.
Now we're talking about incest. Okay.
Exactly right. So then it was the other part of their argument is that he used to date Clarabelle, who is a cow. And I said he did date Clarabelle, who is a cow, but she ended up going with a bull. So they have the pairs hooked up that are the same species. They didn't want to do interspecies, so Goofy and Clarabelle broke up, and she got with Hank or whoever the fuck, who is a bull. I was like, so they are of the same species. I said, on top of that, there is no male cow. So I said, and Goofy's original name was Dippy Dog. So where are you getting cow? He went from dog to cow to dog. Y'all pissing me off.
No.
Y'all angry me. Y'all not knowing the words to the Barney song.
What do you say? I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
I was like, y'all pissing me off.
I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
But it's the same thing when people don't realize what happens in the days. I'm like, are you looking? Please tell me that you didn't like. And then, I didn't know John Smith got shot. What do you mean? What do you think happened? He tripped?
Well, I mean, please don't cancel me for saying this, but I mean, he was white, and they do kind of just trip out of nowhere.
Yes, but the gunshots, and then he immediately, oh my back. You think he tripped forward? Like, please stop angering me.
Actually, if you really think about it, I mean, Disney, they do throw some shit in there where like it's so discreet. Because even in Toy Story, like the first Toy Story, I didn't know that Woody and Lil Bo Peep was getting freaky. Like she told him some shit.
Hey.
Huh?
How did you not know that?
I was a child. I didn't understand what they were saying. I didn't understand until I was an adult. And I'm like, oh, they was trying to put the sheep to bed. And Rudy was like, hell yeah, yeah. But when I was a kid, I was like, this never crossed my mind.
I knew they were a couple when I was a kid.
I knew they liked each other. I mean, did they? I didn't think they went together. So
yeah, I knew they were definitely a couple because she, and like even the movies forward, she never really interacted with any of the other boy toys. It was all
Woody had it on lock.
So I was like, okay, yeah, I was correct. When I was little, they were definitely a couple. But yeah. I think the villain song that I like the most is "Be Prepared" for sure. But I think one of the most underrated ones is Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame, even though it's him just singing a song about how horny he is for a woman who doesn't want him. I'm like, yeah, this is that song. I fucking love that song.
That's pretty extreme.
He is, but he's also like the craziest villain that
now
Disney has come up with.
On as the honorable mention, I do want to say, what's the Hunchback of the Emperor's New Groove. I know the what's her name? Is her name Hugo? Hello?
Yzma.
Damn, I said Yzma. Where I get Hugo from? She had a song, right? I want to say she had a song, right? She sung a song.
She did not. No.
She did? Who was singing the songs?
He had one in the beginning and it got reprised at the end. She gave him a eulogy. She didn't sing a song.
I could have sworn she sung. Or was it her henchman who sung some shit?
Nobody sung anything except for
they didn't sing?
That one's not really a musical. He had his theme song. He's like butler, chef, theme song guy, and then he has like his theme song guy come in and start singing, and then they sing at the end. But there's not music or singing that happens in the middle or throughout the movie.
You know what? I gotta get my Disney Plus on and go ahead and brush up on my shit because I could have sworn
No, we actually just watched that the other day. She doesn't have a song.
I don't know. Well, Be Prepared is number one still.
Yeah, I typically take Be Prepared, but Hellfire is very close second. But as for like a top villain, nobody has topped Judge Club Frollo as a villain for me, other than Peter Pan.
You gotta let this go.
No, I will not. And you know what? You want to know why I'm not going to? This is why I'm not going to. So when I saw Twisted Childhood, when I saw the Twisted Childhood universe, and I watched him watch that kid that he kills his mother in the beginning of the movie so that he could kidnap this child and take him to Neverland, which is him placing the kids on crack and then killing them. I said, oh yeah, the pixie dust is crack to begin with anyway. And then the person he kidnapped in the beginning ended up being Captain Hook. I was this is just contributing to the fact that this man is fucking crazy.
You have to be stopped. There has to come a time where
there was a comic book I read yesterday. I actually did the little video for TikTok. It's called The Last Boy, and it's about Peter Pan going completely insane because he thinks that Captain Hook is stealing from people. So he goes to the Indians on the island and he's like, I want to talk to Chief Great Panther. And he's like, I'm an honorary member of your tribe and I'm here to help you stop Captain Hook. He was like, you are not an honorary member of the tribe anymore. I'm not the chief. Tiger Lily is. He said, Tiger Lily can't be chief. She's a girl, bitch.
So okay. I can't let you keep going on this tirade about Peter Pan.
No, and then when he goes to Captain Hook, he almost kills Smee until Captain Hook comes out. He's like, you're stealing from them. And he's like, actually, we pay them for the pellets, so calm down. He gets Captain Hook eaten by that goddamn alligator crocodile thing. TikTok. He ends up getting eaten by TikTok. And now Peter Pan standing on there talking about oh my God, What have I done? You're crazy. That's what you've done. The man is a psychopath. Stealing children.
Let you tell it. Like at this point, you know what?
There's video evidence.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Like when you have intelligence, a good amount of intelligence, is you can spin anything. Like it could all sound bad. You can make Scar sound good. Like, you know what, guys? Scar's really.
That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do is because when we did the trial, the mock trial, we need to do that for Peter Pan. I'm with Peter. The prosecutor. I will be the prosecutor.
You might need to be. I need to be his lawyer at this point. I need to be his lawyer because I will not let you do this to my client.
Peter
He is not what you think.
Psychopath, a kidnapper, sexist, attempted murderer.
Well, no, let's tell him he's a full-fledged murderer. He went through with it. He did it.
I mean, if we're putting all of the universes together, he sure did. Murdered that.
We talking about
murdered that boy.
Your Honor, are we talking about the multiverse? Do you know how many versions of bad guys there are? And what about this man right here, the Liberator? What are we talking about right now?
For what? Them kids was at home minding their business,
and he gave them a better life.
He came into their home.
Okay, let's be there. Okay, you know what? Please, let's set it up. We're going to set it up. Put Peter Pan on trial. I need to be his lawyer because I got it for you. I got it. Trust me. I got it for you. I'm going to shut down every single claim because I'm not going to tell you right now, but I have an argument in my head that is ironclad, vibranium, adamantium. It's solid.
We're gonna set that up because
now wait,
he tried for his crimes.
Honestly, like okay, first of all, we haven't we haven't done a show in a little minute, so of course I know that we're going to be doing a whole lot today, but there's a lot of stuff that we haven't talked about. How did you? And now this is old, and I don't know if we talked about it or not, but you did watch the Mufasa movie, right?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that?
I didn't hate it. I thought it was interesting. I was confused as to why people kept saying that they could understand why Scar hated his brother, because I'm still not saying it.
Let me start this off because when we first got the trailer and stuff like that, they kind of explained it like, oh, Scar, Mufasa took everything from Scar. So that's when I went into the movie theater, that's the mind frame that I had. I said, please do not justify Scar throwing that man off the cliff. He definitely did not justify that shit because Scar was a sucker. Capital S sucker. The whole movie. Boy, you could have never been Mufasa. Never.
I was confused. Like people were like, "Oh, I understand why he betrayed his."
There's no way. There's no way. They're not brothers. They're not brothers.
I was like, I mean, even if they're not blood related, they still like treated each other as brothers, family. That's fine. I was like, but y'all sitting here talking about. Y'all understand why he went after Mufasa the way that he did over Sarabi because Sarabi was his girl. No, she wasn't.
She was not. And
she never showed any interest in him like that.
No disrespect to no disrespect. But this comes from the niggas who like the girls and they like other niggas, so now they don't like the nigga. That's what it's saying. That is exactly like, oh, I like her, but she like me. Now you don't like me. I'm not even. And
he was trying to get her. He was trying to get her to like talk to Scar because like he knew that Scar liked her, but she wasn't feeling him. And I'm sitting here like, y'all are the exact same people who would go around saying that Griffith did nothing wrong. And y'all cannot be trusted. Listen, y'all are not trustworthy people.
I just want to go down the list, okay? We're gonna start from the beginning. Okay, when Mufasa got separated from his family, which why would y'all rip my heart out like that? Because I'm like, oh my god, this is Mufasa living a whole nother life all over again. Oh Lord. So he gets separated from his family. He finds I don't even remember what Scar's real name was. I don't even remember.
Is it not
But
Taka?
it was probably Taka, but he don't deserve it. Mufasa don't use the name, so why would I use the name? So when he got adopted, his Scar's daddy was such a bitch. He's
He
like,
was.
oh, he could never be my son. He's an outsider. Taka, you're going to be the king. He is not equipped to lead shit. He ain't even equipped to do that. He said, he told Mufasa, you're going to be with the girls. Okay, cool. But you seen what happened when he was with the girls. Like, he was really, really that nigga. Scar watched his mama about to get killed. Mufasa had to come save her. Then he had to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, I just froze up. Of course you froze up. You're not leadership material. You're nothing. Then the white lions come through. First of all, you get ran off your whole block. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, shit. If you watch the Mufasa movie, Mufasa tried every chance he got to put Scar in a better position. Told him, you're the leader. No, this isn't me. No, you're the guy. Okay. You want Sarabi? Here. You can have it. I don't want I'll even give you the game to throw the gamer up. You still fucked it up. We got to the land, like, okay, everything cool. But then you seen Scar seeing that he could never compare to Mufasa. The Mufasa, I mean, he was just better than in every single way. He hunted better. He did this better. He thought quick on his feet. He was la la la. He was everything opposite of Scar. So what you do, Scar? You go to the lions. You're like, hey, like I can get him to whoop whoop whoop. And you think that we gonna let that shit slide just because you came to save Mufasa at the end? Never. We told that nigga, bro, I'm not using your name no more. I'm not gonna kill you just because of we've been friends since we was kids. But I can't rock with that shit no more. So the niggas out here that's justifying Scar getting throwing Mufasa off, suckers!
I said they cannot. I was like, y'all can't be trusted. Y'all sound crazy.
Man, listen, like, bro, I when I watched it, I said, I pray to God that Scar didn't turn on his homie over the holes. Not over the holes, like
As
come
soon
on.
as soon as I saw, I was like, I knew Sarabi was the reason for all of this. And then I was sitting here looking, I'm like, she had already said that she was interested in Mufasa. So what are we talking about?
And I mean, really and truly, I mean, if you looked at it, what that wasn't a better option. I mean, nigga, the nigga saved your life a few times. And he tried to put you on after you saved the girl's life. He told her, nah, he did it. I mean, if that ain't the alley oop, if you can't finish it after that, there's nothing that I can do.
I can't help you. Like
I'm setting it up for you. No, he did it. Man, the second, I think, what did he say? I think Mufasa ended up saying something like, I got you or something like that. And she's like, oh, it was you. Oh, damn. Man, listen, man. Now, I will say, I did like the Mufasa movie, though. I did like it. I liked the songs, too. Now, one of those songs, I can't remember one of those songs, that shit was going crazy. Like, when they was recording that, they had the spirit in them that day. Because it was, I rocked it with that shit a whole lot. And
I was just like, I'm not understanding y'all's justification, but okay.
I'm not gonna
y'all still gonna be mad. Y'all sound like you just hate Mufasa off rip, so
I think we need a Lion Queen movie now. I mean, we talking about all this women empowerment. We might need a Lion Queen movie. Give Simba's daughter her own movie.
Who?
Give Simba's daughter her own movie.
Oh, Kiara.
Yeah, give her one. Why might as well do it?
It's okay.
No,
it's okay. But you know what I am excited for that looks absolutely fabulous is fucking Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, hold on. Let me just start there. Okay, I'm not saying that it doesn't look great. I'm not saying it doesn't look great. I just don't know if they casted the right girl for the sister. Like,
Well, in the clip that I saw, because they did post an extended clip, and it's the clip where in the animated movie where Nani is late for work, and she takes her over there to where they are, to the restaurant or whatever, and he comes over to talk to Lilo. And she's like, I got a dog. And he's like, are you sure that's a dog? It's honestly, it seems like it's just clip for clip the actual animated movie, just with like a few things like put in. So she seems like she's doing really well, but everybody is of course hung up on the fact that she's not in the thighs. And I said, I understand what you're talking. I understand what you're saying. But then there was like this thing where they were doing like, why didn't they cast that girl on TikTok, Drew Offwallow? And I'm sitting here like, because Nani's Hawaiian, Drew's not. And they're like, but she looks Hawaiian. I said, that's every time y'all bring that up, she explains to y'all why that's not right, because she's Samoan and not Hawaiian. So she wouldn't be cast. She wouldn't want to be cast as someone who's supposed to be Hawaiian.
Robert Downey Jr. plays somebody who was black. We don't care.
Robert Downey Jr. is black, so we're not gonna go there. All right.
You know what? You're right. We don't care about the past. We'll welcome anybody. You're right.
You know, I put that on TikTok, and someone's like, since when is he black? His parents were born in. I was like,
don't care.
How the fuck old are you that you don't understand what I'm talking about?
Listen.
When they said they wanted Ben Stiller to apologize for that movie, I was like,
why?
Apologize for what?
And you know what? You know what bothers me about the internet sometimes? I know, like, you know, we know we get into that space where we just start moving everywhere, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? So I don't like it when the internet grabs something and it's like years and years and years. And
yeah,
years.
And
I seen Chopping Thunder when I was like, what, in high school or just getting out of high school. So, yeah. That's just
I'm like, they're definitely seeing it like for the first time, and I'm like, Tropic Thunder came out so long ago, even then at that point, nobody complained about a single thing, because if you actually watch the movie, you'd know what it was about. You know what satire is. It's a satirical piece, like an ironic piece. They literally went after Robert Downey Jr.'s character.
Yeah, what's his name? Michael. What was his name? Brandon. What's it? The other black dude that was in the movie.
Fuck, I don't remember.
He was in Lottery Ticket. Brandon. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Because what's that part? They said something about yeah, you people. And he was like, yeah,
what do you mean?
What do you mean, you people? And then Robert Downey like, yeah, who you? Okay. Talk about you, nigga. Talk about you.
I said Kirk Lazarus ain't never offended nobody, so I don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about.
Yeah, so that's one thing about. I just thought that I knew we haven't talked about that, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like when I seen the movie, I love the movie. I will watch it again.
That's like one of my favorites. We have it downstairs somewhere too.